Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Relay Cup number four. What am I talking about? My name is Nat, and I'm joined in the booth today by Sylv.
Hi, chat.
Okay, we're so excited. We're doing an upper bracket match today. This is the first of two upper bracket matches of this week. We have one more tomorrow, right?
Yeah, no, actually, it's gonna be on Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Uh,
Oh, we have two
yeah,
tournament. We have two on Monday. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's been a long day. Anyways, today, excuse me. Today is Tower Cult versus Mind Goblins. Tower Cult being seed number two, Mind Goblins being seed number three in the original seeding of the tournament. We're starting out with 115 this week, which means that we get to start with the goats, Max and Connor, or Conwar, if you want to be fancy.
yeah, and this is just such a balanced match. I mean, these teams are seed 2 and 3 of the tourney, and if you look at their PBs, like everyone in Tower Code has the second fastest time in their version. Everyone in Mind Goblins has the third fastest time in their version in the
Mm-hmm.
tournament. It's like
Mm-hmm.
honestly so balanced, and I really don't know. Like Mind Goblins do have the fastest time on this relay. They got a sub 40 IGT run last round, like 40-30 RTA. So that was like really fast. I think it's at least 3 minutes faster than any other team run so far.
Yeah, their
Um,
their overall PB for the combined PB is 4 minutes faster than the next, which is What's Up Warriors with a 44:30. So I would totally believe that.
yeah. And it's honestly going to be such a great match. We're starting with Max and Connor here. Max's second has the top two in the version former world record. Connor, I think might be top three or four. I don't know,
Yeah, he's
but
definitely up there, and he's been one of the main strat developers for this version as well, hasn't he?
I don't know about strat developing, but like he's I don't know. I think he's just really one of the best 1.15 players. Uh, has been playing for a long time now. Has even like seed found in tourneys as well. It's just like overall really involved in the 1.15 community.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. One of
and
the names when you think about 115, I feel like Connor just comes to your mind, you know?
yeah. And for this seed, we actually have a very interesting uh, kind of overworld here. So this is a really rare in tournaments. Is the Nether first Insomniac seed. In almost every seed for this tourney, you're gonna get a Brimstone at the village. So you can just get to the village, do your trades, and then go to the Nether. In this specific seed, though, you have to go to the Nether
Tanabe.
first. Yeah, you see Max getting the Tenabi, Connor's gonna get it as well now. And you have to go to the Nether, make craft your Brimstone from blazes, and then do your trades. It's
Oh, so there's
on,
no brewing stand in the village.
yeah, so it's gonna be like a tight timing probably
Mm-hmm.
for them to hit because they're gonna have to get some 7 rods here instead of 6. One extra for the ring stand, and yeah, you still have to be able to do the trade in time. Max
Max
already
is
taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was really bad. He just ate like two fireballs, and then was as he was killing that round of spawns, he another round spawned, and it's just both of these runners playing shieldless. I don't even think we got it. Oh no, we have some iron, so yeah, just no shield. Um, it's a little scary.
It is really scary. I think Max got a gas as well. So we see him with 4 rods already, 5 now.
Okay, good
So
rates at least, so they'll
yeah,
be up and fast.
definitely Seed Finders helping with the rates here so that it's easier for them to hit timing. See a lot of blazes for Connor here. They
Yeah,
might be able
Connor
to catch up.
actually started. shieldless and then decided to craft a
Ooh,
shield.
get hit though. Oh my
Bro,
god.
dude, the whole squad is here. Holy shit.
Okay, this is terrifying. They're all desyncs. They're each
Yeah,
shooting at different times. Okay, he blocks
like
that one.
finally.
One fireball,
Bro,
he's dead here, by the way.
yeah. Luckily, no, I'm very glad he chose to craft a shield there because that's like impossible to deal with without a shield. You just like at that point you can't even get in to start killing a blazes of any blazes because you're so desync. But he should be out of here, yeah. He's actually leaving, not even killing the last blade. So
Um,
oh no, he is gonna kill the last blaze. It's just going on an adventure. Or no, he's not. But like he's actually he got oh
oh my
no
god.
back shot.
Sniped on the way out. But he does have 7 rods though. He's ahead here.
Yeah,
Max is on
yeah.
6.
So even though he got to the spawner after Max, I think that like just the way he was standing in the spawner area, like when the spawns were happening, he just got more spawns.
I think
That's
so.
crazy.
And maybe, I'm not sure on that, but I think one of Max's rods burned as well. So he might have lost, like maybe instead of needing 7, he needed to get 8 rods instead of the one
Yeah,
burn. And maybe that 8th rod took like an extra cycle.
that's true. That could be very true or very
Yeah.
possible.
So seems like you're gonna see them start their trades now. Both of them had 1 TNT, which on a Savannah village gives you a lot of emeralds. So no issues there, most likely.
Yeah, we see them blowing up houses, feeling strong, man. Um, this okay. I'm no 115 expert, but this feels like a really fast seed.
Yes, it is really fast because
Okay.
I mean you're forced to be fast here because you need to be done with your trades before like 7:30,
Yeah.
but you already have all your rods. So like you're gonna be throwing your eye at 8 minutes, which is really, really good.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. If you got this seed in real life, what would you say?
Oh, this is honestly it's really weird to play this on RSG because you can do so many things. I mean, this is the thing about 1.15, right? It's just there are so many different strats, so many different ways you can play the overworld and
Hmm.
route your trades. It's honestly really hard to figure it out. Here they do get the signal telling them that Nether first is the correct route. If you just get this, it's honestly really weird. Like you could just
Mm.
get a villager here and just leave. You could just do what they're doing now. It's honestly just really confusing, really.
Okay, I see. So we had some seed notes to help them out.
Yeah, you did have a signal telling them that they should go to Nether first and not do anything else.
Oh
So
my God, Connor's villager is running away.
yeah, he does have enough emeralds now, though. I think.
Yeah.
So, and so does
Okay,
Max.
Max getting first eyes. Actually routing these pearl trades a little bit faster than Connor. I feel like he just like did a better job. Wait, he hit his villager? Connor
No,
hit his
no,
villager?
I think
Oh.
they both have 12 pearls already.
Okay,
Maybe he hit it, but like out of spite. I don't
okay.
know.
After.
Yeah, but they're there at the exact same time here. It's actually so close. Um, I don't know how many bats they have. Max already has 5 bats, so he's
Yeah.
down.
So I would
Connor,
assume Connor has something similar.
yeah. Max going towards the ocean here. Connor is gonna get another bat, so gonna lose some time, but still very close to seed.
Yeah, choosing to be a little bit more prepared. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I'm hoping that Connor has maybe a little bit of food. Okay, he picks up this bread, so that's good. Because I was going to say, Connor going into the end without any food makes me a little bit nervous. Like, yes, we're in the upper bracket, and it does, like, we're starting to get that point in the series where it it's not just about like don't fuck up, like it's about okay, can you actually do the seed well and fast, and it's time to start making some like time saves and stuff. But at the same time, like it's really scary to go in with no food because if you do take too much damage, like your whole team is so like screwed. So I'm really glad that Connor picked up some bread and Max actually
Yeah.
has some in his inventory as well. So these
Hmm.
players are not going to make my toes curl and clench.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a really good point they make about like now that we're getting to the kind of end of the tourney, or like the more difficult round, you still need to be consistent. Like at the
Hmm.
end of the day, you have to finish the seed. Of course, you have to be fast. I mean, as we said, Mind Goblins have the tourney best right now, but you have to be consistent. Most matches, I would say 90% of relay matches, are decided by like a big mistake rather
Yeah.
than small, like a combination of small ones. So just being able to not do those big mistakes is usually what's going to win you the match.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like taking some relatively safe, or not even necessarily safe, but comfortable time saves is reasonable at this point in the tournament. I think early on, like, yeah, just literally just don't die. Like, don't do something stupid, and you're probably win your match. At this point in the tournament, making some conservative time saves is a good
Hmm.
choice, but dramatic time saves like an end with no food is just not the move.
Yeah, I mean, in 1.15, there's like, I think the past has some discussion about the pearl hanging the nether, and that's something that's not guaranteed by the seed. So because you're almost always only getting 12 pearls,
Hmm.
and you're guaranteed to enter the end after throwing like 3 eyes, but you're not guaranteed to enter after pearl hanging, which saves time. But then you're
Hmm.
just risking either an eye break or a 0 eye portal, and like that's like a big risk for attorney because you might just lose like 10 minutes because of that, or you might save 40 seconds to a minute.
Exactly.
And
Like the
it,
risk versus the reward.
yeah, exactly. Um, as we're seeing here, Max at the stronghold right now, Connor, I think about 100 blocks behind.
Yeah, he's not far
So
off. This is still
yeah,
definitely a close match. If Connor routes the stronghold more efficiently than Max, he could totally take it. But never
that's
mind.
gonna
Max
be
already
hard
found
though.
it.
Yeah, Max
Never
looks.
mind. I feel like Max took just about the most direct route to the portal room possible.
It
He
really
does
was. Yeah,
he does have an extra eye or pearl here to throw, which is nice.
yeah. I think he's gonna save it for the Dragon Perch.
Yeah.
But this is like honest. I mean, if you're talking about the current world record for the version, this is world record pace.
Yes.
With,
Yeah, this seed is
uh,
a little crazy. I think we're also, I mean, we'll see what 1.7 and 1.16 looks like, but this is definitely on pace for tourney record as well.
yeah. Let's see if Connor gets his spike. I don't think he got a good spike, to be honest. He's just not
Yeah.
going the right way, yeah.
Oh no, Connor's already losing time in the stronghold. The gap is gapping.
Okay, okay, the stronghold is just super small, so it doesn't matter. He's forced to take the right path here. Like, there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's somehow taking the most inefficient path despite the size of this stronghold.
Yeah. No, but he gets here. It's
Yeah.
fine. Lost maybe about 15 to 20 seconds in the stronghold, plus like 40 seconds he already was behind.
Yeah.
It is a 1 minute gap so far. In 1.15 for the tourney, ends are completely standardized, as in the perch is going to be the same time for both runners.
Yeah, so a
And
bit of a long perch here actually.
yeah, Max is going to get the snap here. Has 7 beds. It's super comfortable. And we're enjoying the one cycle.
A beautiful one cycle. Oh my goodness. That made me feel nice and warm and cozy. That was so good. Slay. Max ate that up. Okay.
Yeah. And with that, we have Tower Codes on the lead into 1.16, where Budgie is gonna start us off in this version. with a very interesting
Whoa,
seed.
what is this 116 seed? I feel like I'm getting igloo vibes. No, obviously we don't play igloo in 116, but it is gonna be a blacksmith enter. Getting, is that 2 or 3? Oh, 3 iron
There's three
from.
iron. There's another blacksmith. A lot of iron now. So they
Okay,
have
yeah, now we
everything.
don't even need to kill Golem, which is super nice because killing Golem is very time consuming.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I'm worried about the enter here. I'm assuming it's gonna be obvious, but I don't know if you go to the ocean or look for a lava pool.
Okay, Perch coming in here for Connor. Let's see what he can get done. Oh, that was a nice bed. Okay, I think
Yeah,
this is a
some
five
nice
bed.
beds overall.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
four
four
plus
plus
one.
one.
Nice.
So
So many
Connor,
gold pigs.
yeah, not used at all.
No, I don't even think he used a gold pig when he was digging down. I think he forgot
Oh,
about.
really? All right. So Eric's gonna start his own 16 seed about 1 minute and 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, so that's a decent. Okay, once again, in the upper bracket, that's like a decent amount of time to make up in these last two versions. Like, genuinely, Eric and Bloons do have to hit some solid time saves um, in order to make up this difference.
Yeah, for sure. Um, see, but you just going to the ocean. That might be a real ravine. Is it? No. It's gonna ice boat a little bit. And now we have an enter. All right. Um, yeah, I think it is definitely. Yeah, both Eric and Bloons are gonna have to save some time because again, I don't think either of these runners will make a massive mistake like a death or
No.
something.
Yeah. Knock on
Um,
wood.
yeah, of course.
Guys, no caster curse here.
That'll never happen, right?
Never, never. Okay, yeah, like okay, I'm thinking about what we can do as far as time saves. Big one is gonna be 1-7 end fight. That being said, you're going against Spinnaker, who Loki has really, really good end fights. So maybe you don't want to count on that time save. Outside of that, there's definitely in 116, there's no like one moment that like really like you can save a lot of time, but there's a lot of little things that you can do. I think the biggest thing in 116 is your movement between structures and like
Yeah,
your routing and that sort of thing. I feel like it's so easy to lose time just like thinking about where you're going to go next, or like routing the fortress, routing the stronghold is going to be another big one. um Even things like little like task craft overlaps and stuff like that, because um we can see like that's something I love about watching like really good 116 players like Drip and stuff. Like they just have so many of those like little macro saves that add
yeah,
up to be like 3 minutes during the course of the run.
yeah, for sure. These two runners do play a lot of ranked. Also, obviously, they have good RSGPBs, but they're like they're playing really well, I would say. Uh, Eric, though, as I say that, having some issues in this bastion. He's gonna get hit by a hogling here
Ooh,
and a couple pigs. Oh my
no.
god, that's a lot of guys hunting him.
And he
That's
still hasn't
good.
even routed the chalice yet.
Yes, that's some extra time save for or time loss for sure.
Yeah,
So
just adding to this difference.
yeah, it's not a lot of food. I mean, it's 5 bread. You have some apples that you could possibly craft gapples with, since you have a lot of gold from bridge. Um, but they're gonna have to manage this food, and Eric is just losing so much hunger right now, just from having to heal all these hits. Like, you
Yeah.
see, he's at 2 bread right now, but he's still at 5. That's a big difference. Like,
And if
Eric
he,
is. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
no, sorry. If he ends up having to do something like a hunger reset, because of his lack of food, that's going to be another thing that's adding to the time difference.
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, I mean,
Oh my
Eric, I
god.
think at this point
Wait,
is,
big brains think
yeah,
alike.
exactly. Like I do think that at this point, Eric is almost guaranteed to have 200 resets, and yeah, that's just another time loss.
Yeah, I mean,
Budgie
unless
though
he's just
really
the goat
low.
when it comes to his fortress and he just takes no damage, but he just took
Okay,
more damage by these
yeah, he
pigs,
just took
so I just
another
don't
hit.
think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and it seems like Budgie like did lose a lot of health. Oh my God, look at this for Budgie.
Eric! Okay, if Eric finds this, game changer. But if he doesn't,
Yeah, I mean, this is enough food for like 3 whole runs. Like,
yeah, this is plenty for the rest of the run.
yeah. Because I was gonna say, but you did like waste a lot of health getting to this fort, so I think it's pretty far. Eric might get there with, like already with no food, but
Oh.
if he finds that, like he's still.
Yeah, if he saves some of his gold, he could make some gapples. But
Yeah, that's true.
I do want to say Mr. Budgie used all of his
Ooh.
gold for trades.
Yeah, I do think so as well. And we see Butcher with the double blaze bed here,
Let's
just
go.
claiming so much space.
Yeah, because they
Um,
got I think 2 or 3 beds out of the stronghold village,
yeah,
and they got really solid string trades. So glad to see the double bed.
yeah. Also, like these runners, I'm sure both of them are very comfortable with like uh, maybe 6 or even 5 bad 0s. I do know Budgie does a lot of crossbow 0s, so he should be fine with like, unless he gets like 2 bads or something, he should be fine with whatever he gets. And as you can see, he actually has 2 extra beds from the village still, and 33. Whoa, he has so many explosives.
Wait, oh yeah, no, we're chilling. Good 0 seed. Hopefully, both of these runners, not hopefully, both of these runners know how to do 0. Hopefully, we see them both at least attempt 0 if it is possible.
Yeah, but he also pre-crafted iron bars, so
Let's go! Ground 0! Ground
yeah,
0! Sorry,
exactly.
I love Ground 0. I think it's so funny.
I do like it as well. It's really a really crazy strat.
It's like so dank. Like watching it, oh my god, it's so funny because every time I watch it, I just think, imagine what like 2020 me would think if they saw this now.
Exactly right. Like the amount of like just weird and really time-saving strats we found, or like run-saving, really, it's just crazy in these past years of 1.16 speedrun.
Feels strong, man. I feel like okay, Eric did actually craft both, or 3. Wait, they had
Yeah,
4 gaps.
no, I think he crafted 3.
Oh,
I
that's 2.
think.
I can't read. It's kind of small.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he is gonna still have some food, not having a hunger reset, but I don't think he picked up those golden carrots that Mr. Budgie found. And um I feel like we're losing time, like on above, like just the routing to the fortress. Maybe I don't. it's hard to tell the exact time difference right now, but he hasn't really successfully made up any time.
Yeah, I think you're correct on that. I'm pretty sure Budget did like blind earlier. I don't think it was by much, but if we can compare now, I mean, Budget entered Stronghold pretty much at 9 minutes. You can
Hmm.
see when Eric hits that point of the run. He does have all his rods right now, all his knives crafted, all his explosives. So it's just a matter of going to second portal forwards.
Yeah, and potentially it does seem like Budgie is struggling a little bit with naviging this stronghold. Finally finds the porter room. Okay, struggling is maybe a strong word. He
Yeah,
slightly had a few issues, but it really was a decent nav. So another place where Eric is going to have a perfect route in order to make up this
yeah.
time difference.
And honestly,
Uh,
this is a really easy 0 for Budget.
yeah,
Really easy tower. As you see, he's
yeah,
going
front
for the
tower.
crossbow here. Not
Oh,
that great damage, but okay, now it's really good. Just needs one more bad. There it is. Clean
nice.
5-0 with crossbow.
Yeah,
And
we love to see it. That's
yeah,
gonna
I mean,
be 10, 12 completion for Mr. Budgie. Oh, maybe 14. Um, that's a really
longer.
nice, solid time. So we're gonna jump right into 1-7, and I feel like we literally just started this seed or this match, and we're already at 1-7. Like this is crazy. These seeds are so freaking fast. Eric finding the portal room chords right now. Find portal room stronghold chords. Oh my god, guys, I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
and we're looking at the timer. I mean, it seems like he lost. I don't know if Budge's timer was IGT or RTA, but he lost at least 20 seconds. Eric, I mean.
Yeah,
So
because we said Mr. Budgie found the stronghold at 9 minutes,
yeah.
and Eric they only found it at about 9:40. So potentially up to 40 seconds
Hmm.
time difference depending on the IGT versus RTA. 1-7,
And
we've got Spinnaker over here, everybody's goat, looting this temple. Dude, finders have been so nice for 1-7. I feel like we've had so many temple seeds. I'm not gonna complain because this is more interesting than watching a
yeah.
structureless 1-7. Wait, Eric got debated by this
Oh
long
yeah.
spawner.
So only now getting up to the spawner and then break it to get a better spike, or like a spike that he
Oh.
can properly read. And the time is running. Like his loss, like I think he's gonna lose up to a minute in the stronghold. Besides what he was already behind, and this is just terrible news for Mind Goblin. Like it's getting to the point where they're gonna need a bigger choke from Spin.
I don't know. Chad is asking if this is a different stronghold. It does look somewhat similar because I remember. Oh no, I do remember this ravine, but oh no, this is different. Yeah, because the entrance to the portal room was very different for Mr. Budgie. So this is unfortunately, yeah, a completely different stronghold. Just got sent to different chords because of where they lined it from. Um, so it's still gonna be a 2-eye, still gonna be a fine enter, but losing even more time to this worst stronghold.
Yeah.
Going for the
Also,
0 for Eric.
it's easier for them
Yeah,
as well. Like I don't think there's gonna be any issues here.
yeah, his
Um,
anchors as well as the beds.
yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yeah, it makes sense. It's different because Butch was bridging over lava. Eric was just digging through a wall. So
Yeah.
they definitely had different ways of getting to their strongholds.
Still
Still
a nice
not bad.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah, really solid. These runners are, like you said, ranked players. They do a lot of 0 cycles. They know what's up. They're just chilling. But yeah, that's gonna be a 12-15 finish, which in comparison, Mr. Budgie got a 10-15. So losing 2 minutes in 116, and we already had a minute 30 difference in 115. So it is going to take a mistake at this point from Spinnaker in order to Mind Goblins to clutch this up, because at this point, like there's nothing that, like, no macro time saves that you can do to make up the difference. You can't make up three and
Yeah.
a half minutes.
For sure. I mean, in 1.7, if you're used to the version in tournaments, uh, mostly, we do have the tower split difference. That's usually what makes the
Hmm.
difference on the runs between top runners, at least. But no tower split's gonna be like 3 whole minutes lower. Like you actually need uh, a huge mistake for another runner to save that time. Uh, Talking about the seed though, it is a 5 iron tempo, so it's a bit of a different seed from what these runners and probably viewers are used to watching. The
Hmm.
difference between having 5 iron or 6 or more iron is that you cannot craft shears in this situation, because you wanna have a flint and steel. First, because wood lighting is inconsistent. Second, because you need a way to die at the bottom of your tower. And
Yeah.
without a flint and steel, it's just really scuffed.
Yeah,
And
you have to use the
yeah,
lever and or the button, and it's like so much. It's a
yeah,
whole
you
thing.
have to figure it out.
Yeah.
You're just losing time at that point. So what you do in these kinds of seeds is you use your TNT to get blocks, and that's either gonna be netherrack from the nether or sand from just the desert. We see Spin already. Like I think he already used 2 TNT here.
The
Uh,
unfortunate thing, in addition of not having shears, though, is that it also limits your bed options. Obviously, you're still going to get string. Both of these runners are running our tower that does do the spider killer, but that's not really enough to get all your beds. So you're looking at either, finding killing sheep and getting a lot less wool, or potentially hitting a library. It's a lot less comfortable and consistent than having those shears.
yeah, I mean, obviously you can mine the wool from the temples, but
Oh wait, I
it's
forgot it was temple.
yeah.
Wait, never mind. I forgot we were on a temple seed. I'll
I
shut
mean,
up.
it's okay because it's also like a time. Well, in this case, it's not a time loss because both of them are doing it. But if you're thinking about like an RSG run, it's extremely slower to mine wool if you're bare fifth than with shears.
Yeah.
So it just adds to like being a slower seed. Um,
Listen,
and
they gave us a crazy 115 seed and a pretty nice 116 seed. They had to be like, okay, let's not give them a crazy 1-7 seed too. That would be too much. That would be like too easy to give them combined tourney record.
exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. This could still be a fast seed. I couldn't tell. I mean, who makes the seeds? Am I right? Not me for sure.
Wait,
Um,
by the way, what was Max's final time? Does anybody know? Because I'm curious if it is tourney record.
I think it's not because Connor last round had like sub 13.
Yeah, he did
Um,
12:39.
yeah, I think Max's was about 13:20.
Okay, never
Um,
mind.
so close, but not quite there. Um, but yeah, I mean, Bloons is already getting his blocks here. I think he already exploded 3 TNT. Usually that's all you need. It's 3, maybe 4 if you get unlucky with lava, like Bloons kind of got there. Um, we're gonna see here. I mean, spin. Next, put another TNT here, and you can see the difference here. I mean, spin is making his way out of another boom. It's still not even in the fort.
Yeah,
That's
hasn't even started getting those rods yet. Um, and I think this is the last TNT that Spin has to blow up, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it has enough now. It has over 2 stacks of blocks. Could be totally fine. And now it has about a minute until he needs to start building his tower. So it's gonna have a solid time to push cords.
Hmm. And in general, in these relay seeds, it is rewarded for runners to push cords.
Yeah, of course. This pretty much always going to be an obvious direction where you just keep going and you're going to be closer, or at least you're not going to get further from the stronghold than if you're just like not going anywhere. Um, so yeah, you're hoping for Spin to just get closer to the stronghold and just honestly get an even faster run. Um, Bloom's on 2 rods now, doing his crafts. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, Bloons is on. You said 2 rods? Okay. Oh my god, this
Yeah.
spawn. Oh my god. Oh
Ooh.
my god. Bloons, Bloons.
Oh, that hurts.
Dude, that was so scary. Holy
Yeah.
bro got spawned on. Luckily was able to get it out before any get out before any taking any fireball damage.
Yeah.
But did take a little bit of that knockback damage, unfortunately. And we're hitting 9 minutes here on Spinnaker's clock. So just as I'm saying this, he is starting to build that lava fence tower, um, or LFT if you're a nerd. Um, and this looks like really nice terrain for Spinnaker. I didn't fully see, but it looks
Ooh.
pretty flat. I didn't really see too much water coming up on it. So hopefully it's it rewards him in that aspect as well. Despite Bloons, obviously he looks a lot more behind than like he is um IGT wise. Uh they're actually, Bloons is actually in a decent place. Wait, he hasn't got he's gonna is he gonna get sand? Yeah, he's gonna do sand instead of netherrack.
No, I
Does he
think he
has
already got all his blocks because
does
he
he
has
already have all
25
his blocks?
TNT. Yeah, he did it at the Nether spawn.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Never mind. Wait, so Bloons is actually leaving Nether earlier than Spinnaker does. Spinnaker left around 7 minutes, and
mhm.
Bloons is leaving closer to 6:30.
No, yeah, I think Spin left.
Or
Even like
Spin left at
I'd say
8.
at 8 flats. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bloom's leaving. I think it's at 7 flats. So
at
saved a
7. Yeah.
minute there, and hopefully it's gonna make some time just getting closer to the stronghold here. You're gonna be able to compare the chords from them later. Also, something that I noticed, Spain was a bit uncomfortable building the tower. Like it looked a bit unsure. It is not something that runners do frequently, like having to do 4 iron. And in this case, setting up elevator and
Mhm.
doing a tower from the netherrack instead of leaves.
Mhm.
So it does mess up runners a bit because it's just like not as ingrained in your brain or in like your muscle memory
Yeah, exactly.
since it is a slightly different tower build.
Yeah, especially that big difference being that item builder. Ooh, hits a cave though.
Yeah, the
That's
cave is wow. Yeah, that's gonna be some even more time loss. They're just not gonna be able to set up elevator at all here.
Yeah, so gonna have to just tower out. So if Blooms hits a better tower spawn and is able to do item elevator, that's gonna save him quite a bit of time on that exit.
Yeah. So it's been, yeah, starting towards 11:30. That's like about 20 seconds later than what you usually want. So it's definitely behind what we call perfect pace here.
Hmm.
Um, it's still 2 minutes ahead. We have to say like as much as Bloons is saving time, probably playing better really. It's so far it's not enough. Um, we need more from like either more chokes or just
Yeah,
more in general
I
for
really
the
feel like
Mind Goblin.
depending on their split. See, I don't like this terrain as much from Blooms. That's the only thing. Is you have
Yeah.
this like little bit of water patches. It's still decently flat. Like it's not bad terrain at all. Obviously, if you're playing RSG, like this is fine. But considering Spinnaker has just like a little bit better terrain, when it's so close, that's gonna be a 3
Um,
spawn for Spin.
and actually, yeah, the chat is mentioning, and that actually makes sense. Balloons might be going for a different ramp where you use 5 TNT only. That was a setup created by BTC where you use labs and you can set up tramp because you usually use 8 TNT for your trampoline setup. On this one, you're using only 5, but you're still getting a good enough boost where you don't lose time.
Hmm.
And it's honestly, it's a really creative setup. It's something that the runners just have to choose in this 4 iron seed between either doing the item elevator or this. And it seems like Bloons has opted for the 5 iron tramp or 5 TNT tramp,
Yeah,
however you
I'm
want to
looking
call it.
forward to seeing them hopefully get this off successfully. And once again, with Spinnaker hitting that cave, uh, he's just having to exit slow and steady, normal
Yeah.
way. Okay, check. Oh, I did not
Ooh.
see those. I don't even think he
No,
saw those pearls.
yeah, those sometimes in 1.7 there's some specific heights where your items just don't show up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's to do with that. Did Boom set up ramp? I didn't see.
Oh, I was not watching. I'm not
I was
gonna
not
lie.
watching either.
Wait, no
Oh,
tramp.
really? Did you forget? What happened?
Yeah, why didn't they use more of their TNT to get Netherrock instead of building up with wood then.
Yeah,
Strange.
that's actually really strange. Because also something else about this build is because usually, so for the thing with the bed warp
Okay,
to work,
Spinnaker has 12 eyes. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt.
12 pearls. Yeah, of course.
Or 12
Don't
pearls,
worry.
yeah.
Yeah. So for the bed warp to work, you need some non-solid blocks next to your bed so that you spawn like at the top of your tower, but you still have your bed here at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Usually in these seeds, you just use your TNT. Bloons, since he wanted to save his TNT in theory for Tramp, he had to make carpets. So actually has one less bed here because you have to use that wool for carpets instead. Something else you can do is use glowstone if you happen to find it on the Nether. Or I guess I think that's just a really weird option, but you can use glass as well.
Yeah,
But
like what circumstance in your run are you getting glass?
that's a good question. It could happen though. We never know.
Like how? Like literally how are you going to get a silk pick before you go to the nether? Like
uh, I mean, obviously, like in the normal tower, we just use leaves. Leaves are obviously a transparent block, so it works for this. But yeah, when you don't have the access to leaves, that's kind of have to do something different. I think Bloons has a lot of pearls here.
yeah, I didn't actually see that number, but uh if he is ready to leave, that's like a way faster tower split than Spinnaker. Spinnaker leaving right around just before 16 minutes, and it's only 13:30 IGT for balloons.
Yeah, definitely double digits for Bloons there. He's trying to check again, but just gets demolished by the spider. So, not this time. Spin does have a spike here though,
Oh,
and the
and
Islet
yeah,
goes
this pearl
back.
goes back.
Yeah. So Spin with really good tower chords. I don't know if. Oh, Bloons fails it again.
Yeah, he was trying to check, I think,
Yeah, it's
and
just
just got clipped by the blog. That is sub ideal.
for
And here
sure.
comes the dig down here for Spin. 17-minute dig down, decent pace. Like we said, it's not a crazy seed. It's pretty like average tourney seed.
Yeah. It did have 12 pros for Bloon. Um, but yeah, I mean the difference from the other versions are just like showing up here now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even though it looked like Bloons was ahead in this version specifically, it's still so far behind.
Yeah, if we had been, if this had been our first version, we would have seen balloons actually entering the end first here. But of course, with that delay, that well, actually, what do we say? 2 minutes in 116 and a minute 30 in 115.
Yeah,
Oh my
about
god,
that.
early first charge from Spin, and that was a really good bed. That was challenging right on the edge of the island there. Fast turnaround, and he was able to still get really solid damage off on that. That's very impressive.
Yeah, it was a beautiful flip pad. Now waiting for another charge. Not getting especially lucky. Oh, it's gonna go for a second flip pad here. He does
Nice!
get
Oh my god!
beautiful
Ew!
damage. Nice.
And Bloons just leaving tower.
Another
It's
charge.
all up to these last charges. Another charge. This is a really impressive end fight. We're looking, what did we say? Enter end at 17:30 or so. Uh,
Yeah,
so sub twoable, not gonna quite be sub one. Let's see, can Spinnaker clutch this up with a nice sub two
it's a
after three
charge.
flip
Yeah,
beds
let's
in a
see.
row? Another
Yeah, there we
nice,
go.
clean, straightforward charge. And that's going to be the end of the match. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
A 40-minute match, basically. A really clean, solid run out of Spinnaker to clutch things up for Tower Cult. Take things home
Yeah,
for the win. Unfortunately, there's just too much for Bloons to do. That end fight was so clean out of spin and just not enough time to catch up that lost time from the earlier runs. Tower
yeah,
Cult takes the win. But okay, we're in upper bracket. You know, Mind Goblins still has another go at it down in the lower bracket. How you feeling, Sylv?
I mean, that was really amazing to watch. And like we said, no major mistakes from either team. We had like maybe Eric on the stronghold was like the biggest time loss we saw. But again, just no actual throws. You know, it was just
No, no,
a
just
well played match from both teams. It was just the team that made less mistakes, which is again it's rare in relay. It's usually not the small mistake that define a result. But when the gap is so close between these teams, it's gonna come down to that. Like at some point, it just comes down to the small mistake.
especially this point in the season. We're in the upper bracket. These are seed 2 and 3 teams. uh they they've shown us time and time again they've been so consistent. I don't think either of these teams have made any huge mistakes throughout the season. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, like now we're getting down to these little mistakes, and it's it's really nice because we get to see some like really quality Minecraft, but it's also sad because these are both great teams. Speaking of teams,
Yeah.
welcome in, you guys. Congratulations, Tower Cult, for taking the win. Oh,
Um,
that's really awkward. Tower Cult isn't here yet.
Oopsie.
Yeah, we won, we won, yeah.
Oh, hi, Tower Code.
Hi, Mind Goblins. Okay. Now, is that everyone coming from Tower Cult? Oh,
Yeah,
no, there we
there you
go.
go.
I'm so sorry. That was so embarrassing. I was like saying congrats before Tower Cult got here. Anyways, congrats, Tower Cult, for taking the win. Really well played, all 6 of you. You guys all did fantastic. Don't feel bad. That was a very close match. It really came down just to the microseconds. Now, first of all, Tower Cult, do you have anything to say about your win?
Yippee!
Yay!
Woo! Let's go.
Yippee! And cat pats to the other team.
Pats, guys. Give some pats to Mind Goblins. They played really well. They've been playing really well, and honestly, this is just a
For real.
very
Yeah.
close match.
They could
You can
possibly come back and face us again in the finals.
This is true. This is true. You guys have, though, secured your spot to the upper bracket finals, where you will face off against either Claycord or What's Up Warriors. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's talk a little bit about the seeds. We started off in 116 with Connor.
115.
I think it was
Oh,
115.
that's what I
Yeah.
meant to say. Like in my head, I said 115, but that's just not what came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
We started out with Connor and Max. Max, do you want to talk about your run a little bit?
Oops.
Well, Max is no mic.
All right,
but,
Max.
Let's hear from Max.
Okay, well let's hear from Connor first, and then that'll give Max a moment to type out his reply.
I don't know, I don't really have much to say. It was just like there was nothing particularly interesting, I feel like. The Nether first was kinda cool. But like I don't know, the blazes were relentless. Like they kept spawning. They're just
They were crazy, especially for you. You got crazy spawns.
I was
It was
like,
scary for
yeah,
Max, yeah.
I'll clear my inventory at the spawner, and I never got the time to.
Oh yeah, I did see you like trying to. You didn't even get to put it on your chest plates. Like when you. Yeah, but, like when you look at your inventory, you just have 7 rods. And you're just out. It's honestly a crazy split. I think for Max, 1 rod might have burned, so he had a slower
I don't.
split.
I didn't
The
look like
spawns
it.
is like it's like sort of like seed based. I'm pretty sure. Like the spawns aren't like RNG for me.
I know Max.
No,
Maybe
it's
it's-
fully standardized. I'm
No,
pretty
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, both of you got crazy spawns. Just that I think Max got a burned a rod because I did see him just stay there for an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah, he was on 6 rods for a while.
Yeah,
Like
and
3 spawn
Connor
cycles,
just got 7 rods straight up and left.
What the heck?
I think Connor just got like a double spawn that Max didn't get.
Huh.
That
don't
shouldn't be
know.
possible.
Or no, wait, no,
why?
we said spawns are standardized, so I don't know.
Was it the same spawner?
It was the same
It was
song.
the
I mean,
same
you
spawner.
can find the other one. I think it was just the burnt rock, and that's what I could
Hmm.
see because
Interesting.
yeah, I think Max has just typed some things out. But if
In
you
our
wanna,
chat, in our team chat.
Oh, I slapped I slapped a Fletcher actually. That was
Oh yeah, that
funny.
was funny.
Like I wasn't 100% sure how many emeralds I had. Like when I went to trade with a second Fletcher. So like I chopped a bit extra anyways, and like I don't know, the price doesn't actually go up that much with the Fletcher, so it didn't matter.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
it gave me a good
But
little
like
giggle.
I kind of routed the village badly. I had to go back for beds, and I don't know. That's just like minus 30 seconds.
Oh, there was just another village on the way to Cords, and Max just got extra beds there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I saw it too, but I just
I
got
mean-
all of them from the first village. But
Mhm.
yeah,
I
I
thought
would
it ran
say
so weird.
you both threw your eye like 3 seconds apart. Connor did lose some time to getting the bed, so when Max already had it.
I think it was a mixture of the beds and then a little bit of time lost to your Fletcher running away from you. And yeah, I think like you said, routing the village was a little bit more inefficient. And then you had a
A little stronghold
slight
nav.
loss in stronghold nav too. I think
Yeah.
we counted it was about a minute and a half time loss total in 115.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, what was our combined? I just want to know like how close it is to their record. or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, the nav. Yeah, I've got no
43,
spike for the nav.
16.
Yeah, so full RTAs for E316. If anyone, any raft or any chat members wanna retime with like IGT, you can do that, please.
But
I
it
assume
is,
it's something like low 42 IGT.
yeah, that is second place as far as combined leaderboard. First place is still Mind Goblins with the 4027.
Sure.
But the next was a whole 4 minutes behind from What's Up Warriors. So yeah, you guys do take that second place combined.
Yep.
Feels good, man.
Given that you didn't beat our time, I think you should forfeit the match and give the win
Yeah.
to us.
Okay,
I
let's
don't
jump
hear
over.
anyone rejecting like.
Let's jump over to 116 before Connor starts suggesting any more crazy plays. Who would like to start? Mr. Budgie?
Okay. Oh, I was kind of scared when I saw it was Tundra Village. Like, I'm not good at those. I do not know how to identify like food houses or anything. So that was kind of scary. But and I was also scared because ocean. So and I didn't see like a clear enter in the ocean, and I didn't see any lava pools. So I was really nervous in the overworld. And also I made shears and forgot to use them. So I just entered Nether and no blocks, but luckily there's just like a warped forest, and I just grabbed a few logs and didn't lose much time. So-
Yeah. I mean, were there
Yeah,
even any trees in the overworld? Like,
There was
Well,
some
it was
spruce
tundra,
trees.
so it's like easy logs. But there was a tree. I did see some trees, yeah.
yeah.
I just totally forgot about them somehow.
It's okay.
Eric,
same situation for the overworld. I'm like, I roll in, I'm like, I get a little spike. I'm like, surely it's BT. I really don't want to play the Tundra.
double checked. I saw the tundra
Yeah.
village, and I'm like, I'm double checking for a spike.
And then I'm like, I like boated out into the ocean for a bit, but then doubled back because I'm like, I don't know where the enter is, but it's just behind the mountain. Like, okay.
And lava pool
So-
behind a mountain?
Yeah, that's the only one I had.
What the heck? There was like one kind of like I saw a ravine in the ocean, but I had to like kind of like go a little bit into it to like see it. I did some
Oh,
ice boating to get to it.
Yeah. Wait, so you entered underwater?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and then I guess like the Bastion is straightforward, but the fort, I got confused. I
Oh my god.
did you get the ruined portal? That one
No,
ruined portal?
I had this
No.
goaded play. I pearl into some strays and I see a fort below some netherrack, and it costs me the game because I have a mineshaft zombie spawner stronghold and I can't preemptive it.
What?
It's just so messed up. But I'm so happy with that play, but I just lose. It's okay.
Yeah, it was very sad. You got different strongholds, I think, because of that play.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And then it also meant too, like Mr. Budgie had so much easier food. I mean, Eric, you ended up making gold apples, and I think you
Yeah,
were
I had
fine.
3 gaps. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I found a
yeah,
ruined
Yeah.
the
portal.
carrots were like so goaded.
A ruined
You had
portal with 11
carrots?
gold, 11 gold
Oh
carrots. Ruined
my
portal.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my
I
god.
saw it next to a good part fort leg, but the good part fort leg was one of those weird ones that like stick out of the bad part, so it didn't go anywhere. So
Oh
I got
my
confused
god.
and had to like go back in the bad part to nav for the good part. It was wacky.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
Lol.
Well,
You guys both had really nice 0 cycles though.
Yeah, yippee.
wait, so what
Um,
what was your final time, Budgie?
I don't know.
It
Like
was
10:20.
10, 16 or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And you
So I
had
lost
like
like a minute.
12, 15.
No, I had like 11:30.
Was
Oh,
it?
was it 11:30?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think it was, yeah. Oh, I'm miscounting.
I don't know. Maybe you saw the overrun timer. Do you have RTA timer in Experience Dawn?
I think I have
Maybe
both.
we should. Yeah. Maybe I think I remember seeing 12, but I got there's just the wrong one.
I don't think I
Um,
lost 40 seconds RTA. Maybe I did.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, I mean, you can go to 1.7, which unfortunately Bloons didn't get to finish, but was still very close lead. What do you guys think? Can start with Spin.
The whole seed was really stressful. Before the match, I was like, the only seed I don't want to play is a 4-iron temple with not enough gold for trampoline. Is like
Same,
that was the only thing I was
same.
scared of.
That's exactly
And of
what.
course we got it, man. Like I'd rather get a
What-
cave seed at that point.
What
It
it
was
what
just
it,
so
what was
scuffed.
what was your play for
Well,
blocks?
I did elevator because I didn't want
Oh,
to like
fair.
5 iron, like 5 TNT tramp or whatever.
I,
And
I need to learn that setup, but yeah, no, I just did invulnerability exit because I'm outdated.
I mean, that's
I'm
what
too
Spin
lazy to
ended
Yeah.
up doing
like,
because
like-
he dug into like a fat cave at the very bottom.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
unlucky. That's really
Cave.
unlucky.
Wait, speaking of
Yeah.
balloons, why did you use carpet instead of your TNT then for your tower?
I played a 4-iron temple like today, and I had to use carpet.
So you just had carpet on the brain?
Yeah.
That's
If
fair.
I was thinking a bit more straight and I didn't like and I wasn't super tired, I probably would have used the TNT instead.
That's fair.
Yeah, because like usually what I would do in that scenario is I would either use gold picks or I would make 2 gold axes and do chopping to get all my blocks.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can save like my TNT for trampoline or whatever. But like the seed just seemed really annoying to do if I like made 2 gold axes because I would have had to have stone pick and it probably would have been slow. So I just decided to say like screw it and just make like gold picks and blow up TNT or blow up netherrack instead.
That's
Yeah, no,
fair.
like I probably lost quite a bit of time though, just in
No,
like overall routing
actually,
and stuff.
you
I lost a lot of time.
Yeah.
had a slightly
Oh.
faster tower split and everything. Like you were
Uh,
leaving
no,
tower.
uh-huh.
IGT, you left tower about a minute before Spin did.
And
wow.
also Nether. I feel I don't even know if Tower was that different, but Nether Bloons left about a minute earlier than Spin.
Yes.
The thing is, it was
Yeah, you
already
saved 45 seconds in the nether. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how. I think maybe you took better terrain to the spawner,
I think you
possibly.
also, your block blowing up was faster.
You got
Maybe.
lava though. I don't know.
I got lava too. I don't know. I had kind of like, I blew up like 3 TNT and got like barely 2 stacks of netherrack. So I just kind of like used it to pillar up or whatever towards the thing,
Yeah.
and it just
Yeah.
like worked out. I ended up grabbing like a bunch of extra wood to compensate, and it just like kind of worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where'd you tower? I towered at like 0600.
I didn't have much time to push, so just like good terrain. I don't know. Just
I think
pause.
our chords
or
were
whatever.
300, 400 then.
I see.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if that's closer, cause I
It
pushed
was, yeah.
pause Z like super hard, and it just like ended up being like pause.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
Pause
that's what
is slightly
happened.
better to push.
Yeah.
I just like went on based on major coordinate. I don't know. I
That's
probably should have
fair.
maybe pushed pause a little harder.
Um,
Also,
I don't know. My tower
spin.
split.
Oh, sorry.
My
Go
tower
ahead.
split. My tower split like felt fast, but it kind of like wasn't. I think like
I
the
know,
rates
my
were bad.
spawns were crazy. My spawns were
Mine
crazy,
were
man. I
good
was like,
too.
how am I not out? And it was like a 16-minute tower lead.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I messed up the tower build, so I was like, I was a little late, so I guess maybe that's kind of why. But the
Yeah.
rates must have been kind of bad.
Yeah, I screwed up checking like 2 or 3 times, so that lost me a little bit. But like otherwise, I played it totally fine.
Yeah, I think like without with trampoline exit, that's a really clean tower split from balloons.
Yeah, I
I
think
was like, I really wanted to pearl exit, but I only had 14 pearls, and I was kind of scared.
Same. I had exactly the same.
yeah, the whole thing about the seed really was that even though it seemed like Bloons was saving time, he still had to crawl up to like maybe almost 3 minute deficit from the past two runs. So it was still like not enough. Like you needed something really bad happening to Spin.
That makes sense. Yeah.
At that point, and it just didn't happen. And Spin had a clean run, just like a couple hiccups on like tower and stuff, but.
Also, speaking of Spin, your end fight was insane. That was 3 flip beds in a row. I was like, sheesh.
It was scary for sure. It's like I knew there was a 20% chance I would just die on some of these bets. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit it, and they were good.
You did,
So,
yeah. That
I'm
was
happy
really
I didn't
nice
die.
bets.
Yeah, that was good, guys. That was a really good match, honestly. And with that, I think I already said, but Oracle is gonna advance to winners final, where they will face winner of Clay Court versus WhatsApp Warrior. That might be happening on Monday. And can someone check the time, please?
Yes, that match is happening on Monday at 8 p.m. UTC or 3 p.m. EST if you're over in North America. And that is going to determine who is going to face off Tower Cult. And this is the upper bracket finals, guys. We're like getting down to the wire, but you are going to be able to see Mind Goblins again next week in the lower bracket. And we are gonna send you guys over on a little braid over to Speckner. I believe he's playing RSG, rare Speckner RSG stream. So go say hi to him. He's also does a ton of tournaments. He's a goat. We love Speckner. But yeah, so don't go any. Make sure to come back. We're don't get games tomorrow, but come back on Monday. I know that's kind of a weird day for us, but we are doing 2 matches on Monday. We have the one at 8 p.m. UTC, 3 p.m. EST, and then another one, which is Slow and Steady versus Rainbird Runs at 11:30 p.m. UTC or 6:30 p.m. EST. And I'm gonna be back in the booth for that one, so come say hi. And once again, thank you to all of the wonderful staff for working this event. I love staff. The orgs put in so much work. Our restreamer today was Spice Trash, our 2 refs, and of course Sylv for chatting in the booth with me.
Thank you so much, Nat, as well. It was awesome.
Well, have a good night, everyone, and congrats on the win.
Thank you. GG's.
GG.